Hello internet world, welcome to a new video on the Geekanoids channel. Now if you watch my videos regularly you'll know that I'm into my smart home technology and I really like smart home security cameras, that sort of thing. They just fascinate me, and in fact things have advanced so much from when I reviewed them many years ago to today, and I'm super excited to share with you details of all of these cameras from Ubiquiti Networks, part of their sort of UniFi Protect range, and then I'm going to show you the sort of heart of the system that really has impressed me. Absolutely fantastic range of products. Now Ubiquiti Networks very kindly sent me out these products free of charge for this video. I'm going to share with you the features of them and also share with you my opinion and experience I've had with the products over the past few weeks. Now I've got 3 cameras in total here to show you. They're sort of designed for different sort of use case scenarios or different fitting scenarios, but they all deliver really good video. Let's get that straight away out there. They all deliver very clean, crisp video, so very pleased with how all of these actually perform. One of them has really impressed me though, and I'll probably save that one until last. Now before I move on to showing you the cameras and also that extra piece of kit that's going to make everything work so smoothly, I do want to remind you this is a live broadcast. I can see Amir and Andrew Frost. Thank you very much for tuning in live, guys. If you are watching live, of course you can use the live chat and interact with me throughout the video. If you're watching after the live broadcast, you can use the regular comment section below. A little bit of additional information for you. Please do forgive me if I lose my voice halfway through this video. I'm struggling a bit with a cold, but I'm so excited. I couldn't delay the video because I'm so excited to share with you how I've been getting on with these. So without further ado, let's take a look at the first one. This one here is the UniFi G3 AF. Model number is UVC G3 AF. It offers up 1080p full HD video, 30 frames per second. Day and night vision. It's got a weatherproof enclosure, built-in microphone. It works with power over Ethernet. It's a very important feature, and also includes the UniFi video software. Now the power of this package, or how you're going to control all of this, is not only that the last bit of kit I'm going to show you, but also the software and the applications that are available make everything fully configurable and really a very powerful system. So the main feature of this is it's weatherproof, and also the really useful feature is power over Ethernet. Now if you watch my videos over the past couple of weeks, you'll see I've been covering quite a lot of Ubiquiti Networks products, their amplifier range and the UniFi products. One of their switches, which I covered before, I think it was the switch 8, actually offers power over Ethernet. So what that does is it means you don't have to plug this into a mains adapter. You can actually power this with your network switch. Now you get an instruction manual inside the box with all of these to show you how to set them up. This is the camera itself. You can see it's got a little tiny hood. That's a really nice feature. When I've covered other surveillance or security cameras, some of them don't come with this sort of hood feature. I think that's very important because not only does it protect the lens from little sort of water splashes, if you've got rain that's not driving into the camera but just regular rain, it's going to protect that, and also from sun glare as well. I've got security cameras myself at the moment, and sometimes when the sun hits at a certain angle, the picture isn't that great, so really nice that we've got that. You can fully adjust the angle. It's on like a ball joint, and it's a really robust piece of kit. It feels very solid, very well made. It's shrouded in plastic, but the actual mount, if you look around the back, the actual mount's a very solid metal mount. And then if you look really carefully inside there, the camera might just pick it up. Let's try and get this a bit closer for you. You will see an Ethernet socket. So no power cable other than the Ethernet socket. Now, I'm not 100% sure. I know you can definitely do 50 meter runs with power over Ethernet. I'm pretty sure I had it on good authority that you could do up to a 100 meter run. That's 300 feet with an Ethernet cable, and you can get good quality outdoor Ethernet cables that you don't even have to bury. You can just lay, well, you could bury them, but you could just lay them on the surface there. I would probably run my Ethernet sockets in a bit of conduit if I was running something down the garden, for example. But up to that 100-meter run of power over Ethernet makes this a very flexible system, because there's no need for an external power plug in your garden or your garage or your shed, wherever you're going to put this. It's just a matter of getting that Ethernet cable to the camera. Now, as with all of these, I mentioned this at the beginning of the video, very good, clean, crisp video off of this one. Really pleased with the results, and it's a really robust little outdoor camera. Let's move on to the next one. This one is so cool. Are you ready for this? Look how tiny it is. This is the UVC G3 Micro, so the UniFi G3 Micro. Again, really nice packaging. You can see here 1080p 30 frames per second video, day and night with infrared LEDs. Dual band Wi-Fi connectivity on this one. Also built-in speaker and microphone, 120-degree wide angle lens, and it comes with sort of multiple mounting options, but the main one is this little magnetic mount, and the cable, the power is supplied by a plug on this one. Is like a magnetic sort of docking cable. Let me show you that a little bit closer. So the power adapter actually plugs in to the back here, but not a physical plug. It's just sort of a magnetic sort of cable that pulls in like a puck style, and then the cable exits here, and then this lays flush to the wall, and then we can obviously position the camera in all different angles, different positions, and it's just a nice strong magnet ball mount. Now, it does mean, and I always say this with cameras like this, that I would mount them higher up so they're out of reach, because somebody could come along and just pull it off like so. I'm not a big fan of magnetic mounts. Doesn't mean this is a bad product. It just means if you're okay with a magnetic mount, then this camera will suffice. I would use this sort of indoors really, or up under the eaves of a building if it's really well protected. It's got to be very well protected, or maybe in a conservatory, something like that, something where you can keep an eye on it and it can keep an eye on the inside of your house, or if you're using it in a business or office environment, the inside of your office. Again, really good quality video. Not quite as good quality video as the previous one I showed you. The optic is a tiny bit smaller, but still very good video. You can read sort of little tiny letters in the video. You can pick out details. It's just not quite as good video as this one. Easy way of explaining it is, if this was 100% quality, this would be around about the sort of 90% quality and crispness on the video. So that is the G3 Micro. We've got one more very shortly. Let's take a look inside the live chat. Good morning to Gadget Dad. Oz Raybo, thank you very much for tuning in. I haven't seen you in the live chat for a while. Thank you for tuning in live. And also George Boxer saying, morning Dave. Good morning to you, George. Let's move on to the last one. This is the most flexible camera of the trio. This is the most flexible, and it happens to be called the G3 Flex. You can see it here. Very, very nice product packaging again. Nicely presented. This is a very flexible camera in its mounting options. So in its simplest form, you can stand it on a desk or a shelf. You can mount it on the ceiling upside down. You can mount it on the wall. There's a little tiny wall bracket which comes out at the bottom and then has two screws that you mount onto the wall. So you can mount this on a wall as well. In addition to that, you can mount it indoors or outdoors. It is an indoor or outdoor camera. It rotates. We've also got the ability to really flexibly mount this in different orientations. And if we look around the back, if I can get this on camera again, it's very difficult to see in there, but no external power adapter on this one. Again, this is power over Ethernet. It's just a really nice nice camera. Something else just of note is you can move the lens very slightly in here, but it's got a wide angle lens, so you probably won't need to move that. You're going to do all of your movement on here like so. So a really nice piece of kit, very nice indeed. When you move the camera inside its mount, there are tiny little clicks. You can hear there's just tiny little notches, so it's not free moving. There are set positions you can move it up and down in. But power over Ethernet, again, very, very important feature for this one. because it means if you're mounting this either indoors or outdoors, all you've got to do is run an Ethernet cable to it. 1080p video on this again, and also a really wide angle view. This one has got great quality video, seemed to perform very well in low light, this one, so really pleased with how this particular one performs. And it's called the G3 Flex because it's so flexible in where you can use it: indoors, outdoors, upside down, right way up, shelf or wall mounted, or ceiling mounted as well. So really good little camera. Now we're going to move on to the heart of the system. Hello to Christian. I've just seen Christian tune in live. Thanks for tuning in live, Christian. Let's move on to the real heart of the system. This is the UniFi CloudKey Gen 2 Plus. This is the box lid. This is the little pamphlet. You get some really good instructions on how to set this up. Very, very good indeed. Everything is detailed in there. And this is the product itself. This has got a tiny little display on the front when it's powered up. On the back we've got the inputs here for the power. We've also got an additional USB connector here, or USB-C, and also Ethernet. And you connect this to your home network and it allows you to manage your UniFi products. These can be video devices. Up to 20 cameras can be installed on this system. You can get system stats and vital information via the front panel display, or of course more in-depth information and configuration via the software. The fact that this is always also, mumbling my words, the fact that this is also powered via power over Ethernet or indeed USB-C makes this very flexible. It's got a built-in battery as well, so if there was a power failure it would continue recording. This has got recording in it. It would continue recording your surveillance video for a short while, and then it would safely shut down once that backup battery was depleted. This particular one has a 1 terabyte hard drive in it, and you can expand that up to 5 terabytes. So you can have up to 5 terabytes of video storage on this little tiny box. I think that is absolutely superb. Something else worth noting is it's also got a little tiny slot here for a Kensington lock, so you can tether this down for extra security, so this can't be stolen very easily. But this is just great. Very, very impressive indeed. So this includes, what you get with this is the UniFi Protect video surveillance software. It also includes the UniFi SDN network management software, and it is super easy to set up. You can set this up with UniFi and the UniFi Protect mobile apps. A really nice robust case. It's like metal casing all the way round, plastic on the back, gloss plastic on the front with that built-in display to give you the statistic and vital information feedback, multiple powering options, and this is just superb because you're recording locally to your hard drive. So if your internet goes down, then you've still got recordings of what's been happening on those surveillance cameras. Really cool piece of kit. Very, very high tech, very high end, and great for video storage. And that built-in battery as well, really good feature, because that means if you, as I mentioned, if you do have a power cut or loss of power, then you can of course still have it continue recording. Really very, very impressive indeed. Little tip for you as well, a little side tip. Nothing at all to do with this particular product, but a little bit of a side tip for you is that I run all of my sort of internet hardware off of a UPS, an uninterruptible power supply. And what that does, the reason I do that is because I do live broadcasts. So if the power went out now, then everything would continue working. My camera's working off a battery, my computer's working off a battery, and my internet is working off a backup battery. So where this has got a backup battery in for this particular sort of solution for security cameras, you could also run your switches and your internet off a backup battery as well. And then if you do get a power cut, you get sort of, depending on the one you choose, between 30 minutes and sort of 60 minutes, maybe a little bit less if you've got a lot plugged into it, but say an average of 30 minutes to 60 minutes of power still being delivered to your internet. So that's a really good little side tip for you as well. Coming back to these particular products, I think the cameras are great. The CloudKey Gen 2 Plus is great as well. I think this is a very, very powerful system, and as such I'm blown away. I can highly recommend it. This is a step up in home security that you could use in a business environment as well, very, very easily. I think it's absolutely superb. I've left links to where you can pick these products up for yourself down in the video description. Also, a link to the website for the manufacturer is down in the video description as well. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button. If you're not already subscribed, please do subscribe. I publish new tech videos pretty much every single day. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching, everyone, including Raymond, who just joined in the live chat. Raymond, I'm sorry you tuned in just as I'm finishing. Have a fantastic day, everyone. I'll see you in another video very, very soon.